In my 40 Frugal Habits video, I stated that we're now contributing to a health savings account. In this video, I want to talk about what an HSA is, its advantages and disadvantages, how it can be used, and how we plan to fully maximize its potential and save us thousands of dollars. A health savings account is a tax-exempt account that you set up to pay or reimburse you for qualified medical expenses. It is always coupled with a high deductible health plan. This account allows you to save for your future self in an unparalleled way. Anyone can have a health savings account as long as you are participating in a high deductible health plan. You are not covered by any other health plan. You are not enrolled in Medicare, and nobody else can claim you as a dependent on their tax return. Let's look at the many advantages of the health savings account. The HSA offers a trifecta of tax freedom. Contributions, earnings, distributions, they're not taxed. On a federal level, you may have to pay some state taxes based on your local state laws. Contributions are the money that is put into the account. This is usually set up between you and your employer, where the money is withdrawn from your paycheck pre-tax. Because an HSA can be invested, you can really maximize its earning potential by investing the money based on your risk tolerance, whether that be bonds or mutual funds, indexes. Distributions, which are the reimbursements for qualified medical expenses, those are not taxed. Compared to retirement accounts, the HSA looks really enticing. It's got the benefits of the IRA and the 401k, where contributions are not taxed, and it's like a Roth, where you can draw upon the money for those qualified medical expenses and have it not be taxed. It is really an awesome saving vehicle. As long as you're enrolled in that high deductible health plan, you can contribute to the health savings account, regardless of your income. Premiums for those high deductible health plans are usually much less than traditional HMO, PPO type plans. So on a monthly or bi-weekly basis, you're spending less money out of pocket. You can invest the money based on your risk tolerance. You also own the account. Once you open that HSA account and you contribute to it, that account is yours through any of those life changes, job changes, even if you change insurance plans, whatever monies that you contributed to that account, it belongs to you, and you can choose to invest it or you can choose to draw upon it. Also, the funds in that account, they don't go away like those FSA dollars. You can still participate in a limited FSA. This will cover you for any vision and dental work using pre-tax dollars. And the limited FSA has the same upper limit as the traditional FSA. For 2019, the limit is $2,700. You can use this money to pay for your dental and vision or other medical expenses that just aren't qualified under the HSA. There is also a catch-up contribution. If you are 55 years or older, you can contribute an extra $1,000 on top of the maximums. For individuals, the maximum is $3,500, and for families, it's $7,000. Also, if you're 65 years or older and you have this health savings account, you haven't used it, you want to take the money out, you can draw upon that money and use it for non-qualified medical expenses. And all you have to do is pay ordinary tax on it, which is amazing. Now, I've listed all these advantages. What are the disadvantages? The biggest disadvantage is that the high deductible health plans, well, they come with high deductibles. So money that you're going to be paying out of pocket now is going to be higher than traditional plans. So if you're generally healthy, you don't have any foreseen medical expenses in the near future, if all you do is go to your wellness visits, you are the perfect candidate. This plan was made for you. The other disadvantage is that you cannot participate in a general FSA. But again, you do have that limited FSA and you can use that for vision and dental. There are a couple ways to get reimbursed for these medical expenses. And there are some strategies involved in order for you to maximize your earning potential with this HSA. Strategy 1, where as bills come in, you pay for them directly with your account and you still come out ahead. Whenever you open your health savings account, your custodian will send you a little HSA card. It looks just like a credit card, a debit card. Well, say you have an x-ray that you need to pay for. You can use that HSA card as long as there are funds in your account. That card will work to pay for your bill. This is a great usage of the account. It's as if you're getting a percentage off of your medical bill. The second strategy is one that we plan to employ, and that is that we're going to pay for any medical expenses out of pocket. And in this way, we're going to fully maximize our HSA's earning potential. Take my family for an example. We're a family of 3, and this is what it will look like for us if we max out our HSA contribution over the next 30 years. This chart is just an example that shows the projection of what it looks like if for 30 years we contribute $7,000 to an HSA, earning a conservative 5% year after year. The yellow line shows what the account looks like if for each year we use the HSA to pay $1,200 in medical expenses. The orange line shows what the account looks like if we do not touch the HSA. The blue line shows what the $1,200 a year would have earned us sitting in our high-yield savings account where our emergency fund sits. There's a huge savings of over $83,000 between the two accounts. One of the most beautiful benefits of the HSA is that as long as you have the proper documentation, you can submit for reimbursement. Once you establish that health savings account, any qualified medical expense that you incur after that date is a candidate for you to submit for reimbursement. If you submit for the reimbursement 10 years from now, as long as you have the proper documentation, you can do this. This is where I think the meat and potatoes of this video is, because everywhere I looked, nobody really had a lot of information on what is proper documentation. So I went out of my way and I found out. According to the IRS, we need to keep sufficient documentation to prove that the distributions were exclusively used to pay or reimburse for qualified medical expenses. For this, we're keeping all our itemized medical receipts. We also need to be able to prove that the medical expenses haven't been paid for previously or reimbursed from another source. For these, we're keeping EOBs. We also need to prove that the medical expenses hadn't been taken as itemized deductions in any year. For this, we're keeping all our tax returns. Going forward, we're keeping all high-value medical receipts along with their supporting documentation in folders of both physical and digital form. This way, we can submit for reimbursements whenever we choose and have all the documentation we need. This is only required in the case that you get audited, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to deal with the IRS. So I'm going to be sure to do my due diligence and be really organized and meticulous with my record keeping to make sure that if we are audited in the future, we will have all the documentation and protect ourselves. I really hope this video was helpful to you. If you know of any good candidates out there who will qualify for this HDHP and who can contribute to their health savings account, anybody who is young and healthy, who doesn't have any foreseen medical expenses coming up in the near future, they are a great candidate for this. And you saw, based on the gift of time, how that compound interest really works for you. So please share this with the younger folks in your life. We're already in our 40s and I feel like we're late to the game, but it is what it is and we're gonna do our best with what we have. So every year we're gonna max out our HSA contributions. We're gonna pay for medical expenses out of pocket. We're gonna invest wisely and we're gonna try to build that wealth. Thanks for watching and I hope you have a great day. Bye.